to part 55 of Let's Play GreedFall. In the last part, we were dealing with the bastards that are part of the what are they fucking called? The guard. That's the one who was dealing with the guard, because the Egon, or the which we believed at first was a person, but now believed to be a simply just a name for the organization or the criminals. We're essentially trying to put them down within the guard, so the guard suffers no more atrocities. Yeah, I know. I know what I mean. I do apologize for my coughing there, but you guys can suck it up. It's fine. You won't have to worry. Now, will we get ambushed before I can get into the guards? That's the real question on my mind right now. I'm gonna go with probably. Motherfucker. Keep walking all the way around. That way in's the shit way in. Yep, see? There we go. Pardon me. They've got to admit, they fucking tried. Though trying doesn't always mean, like, that, yeah, 9 times out of 10, maybe you shouldn't try. Maybe just, die, die peacefully and, not get in the way. Sometimes that is a better option.
Your Excellency, I was told you'd returned with prisoners.
Yes. Lieutenant Ermelind organized the slave trade on behalf of the organization I told you about. Her men captured natives who were then sold here or smuggled to the mainland. We also found out that they commandeered a Naut ship to speed things up.
What madness. I guess Manfred will want to have her questioned. Lieutenant Alexander, you will accompany her with some men.
Quartermaster, at your orders.
And you, Sergeant. I understand that you participated in the despicable actions of this traitor.
It's true, Quartermaster.
I recommend clemency. Without his help, we would not have discovered what this was about.
I see. You will accompany Lieutenant Alexander. Manfred would like to talk to you, but I will make sure that he knows what role you played in this case.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Well, I'll let you get on, sirs.
Thank you very much for your help, Your Excellency. Travel safe.
Well, things seem to be in order here now. We should go and warn Manfred.
Tanu Serene, after healing up quickly. Because I don't like the fact that yeah, there we go. I like it when my all the bars disappear and I have a clean screen. It's much nicer this way. Wrong way, yeah, it's this way. I do not like, I say this every time I get to fucking San Mateos, but I do not like it because it's just, it's not, it's easy to navigate, it's just annoying. Like, the entrances are in weird places to things. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's enough. That's good enough for me. Don't like it. Don't have to like it. Anyway, let's move on. We've still got to do our companion quest, but this quest, obviously, I'm not more interested. That's the wrong word. It's like this one's got my attention more at the moment, and because of that, I'm kind of like interested to see how it ends or how it progresses. So that's why we've been obviously focusing it down and making sure we, get it done. But of course, we will be doing all of the quests we can do. And helping our allies or our companions is most certainly up there. Oh, you guys seriously need to fucking find a new day job. See, at least there was only 3 this time. We don't have to waste our time dealing with too many of them. In we go. Alright, Manfred.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I was able to clarify the story about the ship, and we arrested the person in charge.
I've already been told all this. Lieutenant Alexander came before you did. He told me the whole thing, and he didn't fail to tell me everything we owe you. I have already sent a letter to the Admiral explaining what happened and offering reparations. I hope she will forgive us. Anyway, I thank you very much. Once again, you have worked wonders, Your Excellency.
We couldn't have done anything without Sergeant Frantz. He showed admirable courage. I imagine he's joined your forces.
That doesn't ring a bell. I don't think a sergeant by that name is stationed here.
Strange. It seemed to me that Quartermaster Herbert told him to come and find you.
Well, perhaps he changed his mind. With this business going on, he must be sorely lacking in men. Anyway, know that our investigation has finally paid off. Lieutenant Alexander arrested many criminals with information obtained from prisoners. You should go find him. He's with Captain Ulrich.
Captain Ulrich?
The highest-ranking captain in the garrison. He's an old man who is not often found in the field, but faced with such a scandal, he had to intervene personally.
Thank you, Manfred. I'll go find them.
Something tells me that sergeant was more than a simple pawn in this. Perhaps we were getting too close.
This arrest is good news. Let's find the captain.
Perhaps we were getting a little bit too close to Egon's plans, and he decided to distract us with a small fish, shall we say.
Your Excellency, I was talking about your exploits to Captain Ulrich.
Your Excellency.
Captain, Lieutenant. Quartermaster Manfred informed me that you had made several arrests.
Indeed, Lieutenant Ermelind confessed, which enabled us to flush out most of the gang.
I can't quite believe that all the arrested men are involved in this case. I know many of them, and could have sworn they were honorable people.
I'm sorry, Captain. I understand. It's a shock. We were all sure that our comrades would never be involved in this kind of thing.
Will you continue the investigation?
Of course. We can't stop our research until we've completely dismantled this organization.
Lieutenant Alexander was asking me to transfer him to New Serene, to be a part of the investigation there.
To manage it, if you allow it, my captain. I was honored to participate in the interrogations of Lieutenant Ermelind, and to be able to arrest all these criminals. I would not want to leave things half-finished.
As I told you, Lieutenant, I can't approve the transfer of an officer from another garrison. I must refer to the commander.
In any case, we're most grateful for your help. But we can now bring this investigation to an end without you.
I see. What goes on in the Guard is the Guard's own business.
It's a bit like that, yes. We can't let the actions of a small group compromise the reputation of the whole Guard.
You forget, once again, that you have not yet obtained your transfer, Lieutenant. In the meantime, please be dismissed.
At your orders, Captain. Goodbye, Your Excellency.
This brazen lieutenant is bordering on insubordination.
I'm sorry you had to hear this call to order. This lieutenant is inclined to forget who he's speaking to.
It must be the enthusiasm of youth.
It's possible. In any case, and contrary to what he said, we will still need your help.
Why's that?
Lieutenant Alexander claims that Ermelin's confession allowed him to arrest all these men. But I attended one of these interrogations, and all she talked about was a secret camp. The one in which Torsten's recruits received their special instruction for the coup d'etat.
A place I remember all too well.
I'm sure, Kurt. And I'm sorry for that. If I understood correctly, this place was taken back and used by the criminal organization. But our lieutenant did not mention it, which surprised me, and led me to doubt his sincerity. Perhaps Alexander failed to report it to increase his prestige later.
But he could have another motive. So you would like us to go there?
Indeed. And I'd like to accompany you. I am no longer a field officer, but I still know how to hold my own. And I want to see this case with my own eyes. You know the place, so you will be my guide.
Very well, Captain. You can count on me.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will get going right away. Will you come with me?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's hurry.
Interesting. Very interesting. And I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, I will be periodically coughing to try and clear my throat.
We're almost there.
How would you like to proceed, Captain?
By the book. We'll go through the whole camp, neutralizing any threat.
See, that is my type of fucking plan. Let's fucking do this, lads. And by that I mean let's murder all these people and, you know, leave no one alive. I personally think that's the best way to do it. So that's the way we're going to do it. Not that I honestly think we'll find anyone here.
It's blocked.
Ah, yes, it's blocked. Interesting. So note to self, can't shoot over that. That's definitely something to remember. Since I fucking used quite a bit of my magic on it. I still can't get my head, can't stop thinking that that sergeant is perhaps a member of these guys. Like he's not just like a he wasn't just like a unwilling participant or for a time a willing participant. I think he was definitely a lot higher. Right, we got rid of Egon's men. So now let's loot the living fuck out of these and see what we can find. See, now I could be completely wrong, and the captain who's currently escorting us, he could be like a rival. This could be like a gang war going on between them, like within itself. Like they all could be fighting each other, all to try and become the next leader of Egon. That, to me, is highly possible. It's just I don't know. And obviously we won't know until after we like continue. Until we find until we find them.
Sergeant Franz. Oh, poor man. He paid dearly for the help he gave us.
He was beaten to death.
Quartermaster Herbert ordered him to accompany Lieutenant Alexander to answer Manfred's questions, but he never made it to New Serene.
I was sure that the lieutenant was not genuine. He must be involved.
Agreed. It looks like I was off on that. I thought Lieutenant Alexander was a bit too... To be fair, I suspected all of lieutenants because that's just how I work. What's up, dickhead? Really never turn your back on me. That's... I mean, I have armor-piercing damage and you would want to turn your back on me. Fucking ingrate, and I can't loot you, and that fucking pisses me off. Right, let's put it to walk. You motherfucker. I can't loot you, and that actually is not fair. That's bullshit. Alright. List of names written on by Egon. We must urgently do away with the following people who have endangered our operations using all necessary means. Captain Ulrich in New Serene, Legate de Sade in New Serene, Intendant Manfred in New Serene, Intendant Herbert in San Mateos. Sergeant Franz's name was also on this list, but has been crossed out.
This document talks about eliminating the witnesses to the case.
Manfred and us are definitely on that list.
It looks like poison.
Now the problem with us taking that poison, because Because that could come back and bite us in the ass. The simple fact that we have the poison could turn us, like, make it look like we planned the poisoning, or we planned, like, if they've already done the poisoning, it could make us look like
Lieutenant Klaus, so you are part of this disgusting plot.
Lay down your weapons, Lieutenant. Any resistance is futile. Your troops have been decimated.
I will not surrender, Your Excellency. Death is sweeter than the price of treason.
If you speak, we will be lenient.
You, maybe, but Egon, I doubt it. Farewell.
He's poisoned.
Plague. I'd have liked to have questioned that traitor.
I think we all would have. Letter from New Serene at the attention of Egon. Egon, our operations in New Serene had to be suspended after many of our men were arrested or killed, and the lieutenant in charge of the operation chose to take his own life rather than betray us. Lieutenant Manfred called on a member of the congregation, a legate, I think, who managed to make the merchants speak and discovered our plan. What should we do? Awaiting your orders. Unfinished letter. Madam Arzu, I regret to inform you that we will not be able to ensure the delivery of the natives as we promised you. Unfortunately, the ship we had requisitioned was retaken by the Nords, interrupting the delivery. Rest assured that we will do everything in our power to. And letter from Hikmet at the attention of Egon. Egon, our operation in Hikmet ended abruptly after the intervention of a nosy legate of the congregation. Captain Ludwig was arrested and Governor Berhan ordered us to put an end to our operations. We deeply regret it, but we cannot do anything. Ludwig should be more careful when for your orders.
These letters are signed by Egon. We must go to the office of the leader of these criminals.
We could study the handwriting to find out who's behind this pseudonym. We did a good job, Your Excellency. Egon will never come back from a hit like this.
Certainly. But we know that there are still criminals amongst your troops, including their leader.
We know that Lieutenant Alexander is involved in all this. The sergeant's body, and the fact that he didn't tell us about this camp, are telltale signs. Perhaps he will be able to provide us with a lead. Otherwise, we still have these letters.
Remember that we are targets. Just like Manfred, we will have to stay alert.
You're right. Let's get back to New Serene as soon as possible. You'll hand over the evidence to Quartermaster Manfred and assure yourself of his safety. I will go and ask our insolent lieutenant for an explanation.
Why is it now that he wants to leave that I've suddenly... I just don't believe he's... It's not that I don't believe he's genuine. I just now suddenly believe he's more... Maybe he, too, is Egon. Or at least a part of it. Maybe, like I said, I think the war in factions is something I believe more and more the further I get into the game. Like, further I get into this, like, plot line, the more I believe it could be the actual angle, because... I get that he'd want us to secure Manfred's safety, but at the same time, he could come with us, and then we could... Or we could all go and... Well, although dividing attention does work, it's one of those things that just makes you think. I don't really know... I mean, I probably am wrong. I mean, I was... to be fair, I was right about the... all of them, lieutenant things. I was right about that. Though... It doesn't matter that I was right. It was more of a... I was more just joking, but at the same time, I was actually right, which is always nice. It's always nice to be right by accident, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't have... I don't feel comfortable with it at the moment. A captain like Ulrich would know all the people, if he's been the captain for a long time. Yeah, it's just one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, you just never know. And looks like Manfred's fine.
Your Excellency, I wasn't sure I'd see you alive again.
How did you know we were here? Did the captain tell you?
He was arrested while coming back here. Lieutenant Alexander said he was finally reported by his accomplices.
That lieutenant has some nerve. We know he's involved. We found the body of the sergeant who was to accompany him here. He got rid of him to punish him for helping us, or to stop him from revealing more. We also found this document saying that everyone who knows about the case should be eliminated. You're in danger. And they've already found a way to get rid of the captain.
Most of the men who are loyal to him are in jail. I can't do anything without help. I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody can restore order to all of this, she can.
Here, take this evidence and show it to her.
Alas, there's nothing in there that clearly indicates who Egon is.
The recent actions of Lieutenant Alexander suggest that he is the brains behind this operation. And we only have to compare his handwriting with these letters to be sure.
I'm going to join the commander, but you should intervene. I'm afraid he'll get rid of the captain.
Oh, they're in the... Wait, where the fuck are they? Oh, they're in the courtyard.
Your Excellency! What a joy to see you again. We finally stopped Egon. The captain will be happy.
Naturally. And that is why you are surrounded by the men I apprehended. We visited your secret camp and found the body of poor Sergeant Franz, who in spite of his death, continues to betray you. You are a member of this organization, Lieutenant. And when we compare your handwriting to the letters we have seized, it wouldn't surprise me to discover that Egon is none other than you.
We prepared a discreet death for you, worthy of your uncle's court. A little poison, and our troublesome diplomat would have been out of the way. But since you leave us with no choice, finish them. It'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge has come.
Move away! Things are about to get
See?
No, no, no! Why did you have to stick your nose in our business?
If you had not been so careless, so eager to get rich and climb to the top, maybe we would never have discovered your operations. Surrender, Alexander. Unless you prefer Egon.
Let me go! I could make you rich.
I doubt that the commander would find that arrangement acceptable.
Wretches!
I've been waiting to put this pathetic scoundrel in a hole for a long time. May I?
Be my guest, Kurt.
Your Excellency, Lieutenant Alexander was court-martialed and will soon be executed.
You have my gratitude, Your Excellency. Without you, this assassin would have probably strangled me in prison.
Manfred gave me all the evidence you gathered and told me about the case. I'm just sorry he didn't tell me about it sooner.
My apologies, Commander. But you've been so busy since starting your new position. I never thought the case would be so big.
Be that as it may, the high-ranking culprits have been punished, and the foot soldiers will be sent back to the continent. A few months on the front should bring them back to reality. We owe you so much, Your Excellency. Without you, the Guard would probably be nothing more than a band of brigands. I am extremely grateful. I will not forget what you did for us.
Don't mention it, Commander.
Do mention it, though, when I need your help. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we're actually going to have to end this part here. If you guys have enjoyed, and in the next part, we will continue on. See you guys then.